Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. So excited to be here, you guys. We are on a perfectly normal beach. There's nothing happening. It's raining ash. There's moaning sounds in the background that sound a little bit like a whale. But here we are. We've just crash landed after teleporting back from one of the 9 hells. It's going great. There's a big old squid arm here. It's not a perfectly normal beach. We've got a couple of goals here. Find civilization and get a tadpole / parasite out of it went in via our eye socket. It's in our head. We need it removed. The Githyanki, which was the yellow / green skinned lady who we met on the nautiloid, told us it's going to turn us into a mind flayer, which is one of those guys with the big squiddy tentacles, and I don't want to be a mind flayer. So let's go. We're going to go along the beach here to start. Now, on the minute map, when I did look at the map at the end of the last part, it did tell me that Shadowheart was on the beach. Are you dead? Are you alive? Do I try and steal the artifact she's clutching in her hand, or do I just wake her up? Now, this is Hyacinth. She's a little bit of goody two-shoes. She's not a bad character. I think if she's dead, I'll steal it. If she's still alive, it is hers. So that's where I'm drawing that line. Hello?
You're alive.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Yeah. Must be our lucky day. Perhaps it was some dramatically timed divine intervention.
The divine tend to keep their interventions close to the chest. Though, I suppose it's not impossible.
Do you have any idea where we are?
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
We? You want to stay together?
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
All right, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
All right, we've come along the beach, and around the corner, there's a locked ancient door there, which is a bit dramatic. I'm
Might as well take a look.
basically looting everything at this point. Oh, hey, an actual loot. We're going to pick that up because we'll sell it. This is a teleporter. So if I click on that, it will open up a list of viable teleport destinations. It's the first one we've unlocked, so obviously it doesn't go anywhere.
Won't get that open easily. Maybe there's another entrance.
In theory, if I were playing a rogue and got very lucky, I could lockpick it. So we're going to have to go back through the wreck of the ship.
More of those wretched things.
Let's be sneaky. Okay, so they are hostile. They will attack us. And on honor mode, these two, I think there's a third one up here somewhere, will end an honor mode run. Because we're only level 1 at the moment. I'm thinking we might go around and then come back, just because I have been playing honor mode recently and I'm a little risk averse. So maybe we'll go up this way, huh? Don't think they'll see us along here. And honestly, we're sneaking in full sunlight at the moment, so if they look this way, they will see us. It's quite the view, huh? Yikes. We made a mess, guys. I think we killed some fisher people when the ship crashed. I say we, I mean, it's not my fault. I wasn't steering. I just teleported us here and it crashed on its own. Okay. We can go investigate that. We probably don't need to sneak anymore, ladies.
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
We'll touch it, but we'll just be very careful. Ow.
A hand?
Yes.
Anyone?
That is a hand. I don't think she would slap the hand, but I have to slap the hand. It's a rule. Although, I really should take the bard interaction here. Attune yourself to the sigil's magic, then bid it to quiet down. We'll give it a try. And now I have Shadowheart with me. She has guidance, which is a great spell. So that actually gives me a bonus. An additional 1 to 4 bonus. Oh boy. 26.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick.
Okay. Hold on. It would be more helpful if you grab my elbow or something, like, just, okay, never mind.
Oh. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this.
No need to apologize, you alright?
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the nautiloid as well.
I was, yes.
I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Couldn't have phrased it more repellently myself.
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
I can tend to basic wounds and ailments, but alien parasites, I'm afraid not.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sounds like a plan. You're welcome to join me.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Neat! We leveled up, you guys. For those of you who have played this game before or have seen clips from this game, I had a mod installed. In fact, I've got a couple of Gale-related mods. One is the one that's making that tattoo on his chest glow. I actually forgot I had it installed. I put it in last time because I thought it'd be cool to see, but we're stuck with it now, so there you go. The other one I have is... if you play Gale as an origin character, there's a companion he can get, like an animal familiar type companion. I'm not going to spoil it, but I've got that installed. So he will have that companion, even though I'm not playing him as my main character. So let us level up, because this is what I wanted to do before I went anywhere near the brain, the intellect of arrows. And now we've got an additional person, so hopefully that fight will be quite straightforward. I'm going to stick with her as a bard for now. I may multi-class later. Let's try Tasha's Hideous Laughter, I think. And this lets me swap out spells. Because in Dungeons & Dragons, wizards, which is what Gale is, can just learn an unlimited number of spells and then cast, like you choose which ones you want to be able to cast from that list. With bards and every other spell class, there's a more finite list and you have to swap them in and out because they're like not specialist magic users. If you think of a mage or a wizard as a specialist, they're like adjacent. They use magic but not in the same way. So that's her done. Alright, I'm not actually going to change it. Oh, I could change command, I guess, for maybe Bless. Shadowheart's a cleric, if it weren't obvious. So, her having healing magic, kind of helpful. And what do I usually... I'm a big fan. In honor mode, I love him as Abjuration because he gives him reflexive protective magic. I just can't imagine him swinging a sword. I'm going to go with what I know. I like him as Abjuration. It helps keep everyone else alive. It's not the most devastatingly powerful option, but it's very versatile. We'll pick Magic Missile and I think Shield. So that way leads towards where that door is. So we were down on the beach down there earlier. I think we might go this way first.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
I'm already all over it. Where are the intellect of arrows? They're down that way, I think. Is he moving? Oh, he's got 3 hit points. I'm tempted to just snipe him from a distance, but I will show you guys.
There.
A mind flare. And it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Best be careful.
I don't want to save scum. Save scumming is like reloading to get a better result. I'm mostly going to stick with the results I get. This is a time...
The dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion?
No, you should be furious, shouldn't you?
Yes, you feel hate. And you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
We're gonna take advantage of the lapse to break
monster
free.
Lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Close those eyes forever. Gross.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
Oh, if you're wondering what that little tags that keeps popping on and off, if you hold down Alt, it highlights things that... It's not everything that's lootable, but it's like the main objects in the area. I like to do it just to make sure I'm not missing stuff. I just heard a voice from that way. I heard a hello over here. Alright, someone...
Hey, I need some help.
Okay, I need a fourth person in my party.
I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
It's a slight continuity of error. We haven't actually killed the other ones yet. Maybe he means the ones on the nautiloid. That would make sense. I'll say... easily. Stand back.
There. Can you see it?
That's
Just a dumb bore. You're relieved until you see the flash of a dagger.
Put it away. We don't need to fight.
Don't we? I saw you on the ship. Free. Scuttling about. You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light. The fear.
What was that? What's going on?
It's the mind flare worm. It connected us.
The worm. Of course. That explains things. Somewhat. And to think. I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Apology accepted. I might have done the same with the roles reversed.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
Baldurian, introduce yourself. You're a Baldurian too.
Is that so? We clearly move in different circles.
Rude.
So, do you know anything about these worms?
Yes, unfortunately. They'll turn us into mind flayers.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it? We need to get rid of it.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
You should travel with me. Our odds are better together.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
Alright, now he joined the group at level 1, so I'll just quickly level him up too. So Astarion is a rogue. He's a high elf, so I'm a half high elf, so we're kind of similar but not the same species or race or whatever. Shadowheart is half high elf as well, so she's actually the same as Hyacinth. And Gale is a human. Lae'zel was a Githyanki, which is a completely alien, not of this realm species. So there's actually nothing I can choose here. He just levels up. He gets bonus movement options, basically. All right, what are you running around with? A dagger. I think we could do better than that for you, my guy.
Will ever believe this.
I'd actually be better off, given I only have the one rapier, I'd be better off giving it to Astarion, because he'll make more use of it than my character. And I guess I'll switch her to have a short sword. A simple robe. I think Gale can actually wear light armor, so I'd be better off as much as it's not his aesthetic. If I put him in that, he actually has a better armor class. As much as this is more like wizard energy, this is more protective, and I want to keep everybody alive. So I did dye that leather armor just so that it's a little more Gale. It's a little more ostentatious. I'll talk to him real quick so you can see.
Another joins our merry band. We'll need to keep our wits sharp around him, I think.
I mean, you're not wrong. Tell me a bit more about yourself.
Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There.
It doesn't feel like the time for doing this, but now that we're here, don't stop there. You must have many stories to tell about your adventures as an archmage. He's level 2.
Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
I'm not going to do that. So it's giving me the option to try and read his mind. And I might, since I did that, I might just check in with the other two real quick.
Astarion's an interesting find. Let's hope any future acquaintances don't hold a blade to your throat by way of introduction.
What's the story with that odd little artifact you have?
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
One thing I'm going to do really quickly with Shadowheart's gear is I hate the way her fringe clips with this circlet. So I'm going to take it off. I think it looks ridiculous. All right, let's quickly talk to Astarion. He's hiding in a hedge. Let's maybe not have him be hiding in a hedge.
Need something?
I thought you might say something interesting, but you didn't. Alright, I found some trunks on the beach, and because Astarion is a rogue, he can attempt to pickpocket or, like, lockpick them. I think we'll be fine. If you roll a 1, it's an automatic failure regardless of the difficulty. If you roll a 20, it's an automatic success, but that was fine. Ooh, hey, a leather helmet. I think I might put that on your head, sir, but I'm gonna hide it during dialogues because it looks ridiculous. I haven't chosen a dye for him yet. I figure at the point where he gets a different set of armor, we'll go from there. Is this where the intellect of arrows were? Yes, apparently it is.
They'll down you in one strike.
I was hoping to get a little closer before they saw us, but apparently not. Because Astarion is the most likely to get hit right here, I'm going to put that on him. Unfortunately, they're just out of the range of that liquid, because I think that will explode. Yeah, unfortunately, didn't help.
This should work.
Nice.
Need to act fast.
See if I can save a spell slot. Are you kidding? 1 point of damage? Good job, mate. That's alright. Astarion can finish it off.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
An abducted nobleman. Neat. He has a rapier. Thank you. Another dead mind flayer. Best kind, if you ask me. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, so this is actually where we pick Gale up.
You think it's dangerous?
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
I guess I'll go with the bard option again. Bard deception. Oh gods, you've caught a scout. Oh gods, you've caught a scout. The Kith invasion force is right behind me. Save yourselves.
Hells, this isn't worth it. I'm out of here.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Say please.
Never.
I mean, that tracks.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
And what exactly is, and I'm going to say it the way they say it in the game, which is creche. In Australia, at least where I live, that we would say that as creche. What exactly is a creche?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augusto for purification.
A simple thank you wouldn't go amiss.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
Alright, we'll journey together. Let's find this
Party
creche.
full. You'll need to make room.
So there's a maximum 4-person limit. I do have a mod that lets me adjust the party size. I'm going to leave it at 4 for now. It can be good, actually, if you want to see more of the inter-party dialogue between the characters. Having more people in the party is actually really useful from that point of view, but it does make the combat obviously easier. I'm going to leave it at 4 for now. If you guys think I should ramp it up so that you can see more of the inter-character interactions, let me know. But I think I might stick with the current composition for now, and at the point where Shadowheart needs to, like where she runs out of spells, we'll switch to Lae'zel. So I'll say meet me at camp.
Well, but heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
Okay. I never actually equipped that sword on Lae'zel, did I? I kind of want to go back this way first before we go further north. I don't think you can get up there. I mean, some of the characters might have the strength to. Oh no, there was a ramp. Who knew? There's a dude.
You'll die a bloody pauper unless you take a few risks.
Why don't we just wait a while? Make sure it's safe.
Okay, we seem to have come across some common bandits. What I'm going to do, actually, now that we're getting into running around, this spell gives them additional movement. I don't know that it makes them faster when they're actually just running around, but it definitely makes a difference in combat. And because this spell...
You!
Oops.
Not another step, hear me? Boss! Got company up here! What's this then? Trying to creep around us and loot the crypt? Not happening. Or is it the ship you're after? Don't matter either way. It's ours. All of it.
The ship is full of monsters. I wouldn't go near it.
Well, in that case, come on, you lot. No point in getting killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese, no?
Nobody's getting any damn cheese. Now move it.
You're more cunning than you look. I thought we had a fight on our hands.
I wouldn't have minded either way, to be honest. Anyway, thanks for getting us caught there, Astarion. I should have backed off a little. It's fine. Alright, so they were poking around here. Is there anything else worth looting? I'm particularly interested in, like, food supplies and stuff.
Thank you, Gibblebuck. Everything all right out there?
Yes, it's me. Let me in. What did the guy's voice sound like? She's a bard. She's better at this than me. I haven't played a bard, but playing a high charisma character can actually make for a more interesting game because you can get rid of like you can bypass combat encounters by talking. So that's what we just did. If I'd have failed that roll, we would have had a fight on our hands.
You sound a bit shaken, miss. Hang on while I find the key.
Alright, it's not unlocked anymore. Let's go in. And now we're in combat.
You're dead.
No.
Nothing important is ever
Are we
easy.
surprised?
Let's turn someone inside out.
Can I backstab them? Yes. Oof. Sucks to be you.
Despite everything. At least things have stayed interesting.
And we're gonna drop the skull. I don't need a skull collection. Loot everything. 2 copies of The Curse of the Vampire. Now, you can read all of the books. I'm not planning on reading everything. I'll just read the things that are specific to plot. The game is dropping some pretty heavy hints at this point.
Ancient, indecipherable text covers the plaque.
A dead tongue. Whoever worshipped here must be long gone.
Death and Divinity, a godly guide. This is talking about the different gods of death. So originally there was Jurgle, and then he grew weary and divided his power between Baal, Bane, and Merkel. So I don't know if this talks about the types of powers. They have 3 different domains, but there are effectively 3 gods of death now. That is the gist of that. Obviously, you can pause and read it if you're interested. I'm robbing an ancient crypt of a dead god. It's great. There's another copy of that. This one is The Unclaimed, which is a book about a cleric of Shar. So Shar is the goddess of loss and darkness. So this is talking about a cleric who was basically the goddess and left her hanging once she died. Shar is an evil goddess, if it weren't obvious. She's not great.
Here we
Let's
go.
light that one. And then I'm going to switch back to my weapons before we open this door. This is a fight that I remember the first time I did it, so I just don't want everyone standing right in front of this door when I open it.
Never a dull moment.
Ah, she saw us. Okay, well, that's fine. Starian, do me a favor. Thank you.
Don't get too close.
Look, I wasn't planning on it. It's been a while since I've
How'd
played.
you get past Andor? Back off! Someone's in here.
That's more like what I was expecting. Alright, Shadowheart is out of spells, so I might actually send her back to camp after this. And we'll swap out Lae'zel. Oh, Astarion. I really need Lae'zel in here anyway. I don't have anyone who can tank. I might actually get you out of the doorway.
Blood follows me everywhere.
Oh my god. Might just switch to using a bow with her, I think. That's ridiculous. Hi! Where you going?
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Lance board is set.
Alright, we won! Hooray! Alright, we're just looting the area. We've found an ancient scroll. Though a bloom of mold has leached the ink from the most of this scroll, its beginning is still legible. The sealing ritual. Our god cares not for petty ritual. There is only the sealing, and it is vital that we observe it with exacting reverence. On the day of the sealing, a mixture of bone and ash is consecrated. Upon the names of the dead, we spread the offering, imbuing the ink with the essence of death of our god. Okay, so this is a temple of a god of death. Still gonna sell it though. We're just gonna have a quick short rest.
That hit the spot.
Won't help with spell slots, but it does help with healing. I think this is where those bandits were like camping out, I guess. Alright, we'll go through here. This is locked. So we have another copy of The Curse of the Vampire. We also have a book about the Balspawn Crisis. This is actually referencing Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I don't know which one. The Balspawn Crisis, I don't know which game it was in. I haven't actually played the first two. It's basically the same 3 or 4 books over and over in this area. Alright, let's read this plaque.
You do not recognize the language on the plaque.
Oh, there's a book. Chapel Records. Fine dust coats the pages of this weathered book. Beneath the bone-white powder, hundreds of short obituaries are recorded in tiny script.
Something over there.
Thank you, Gale. There's a lever.
Oh, I went back in.
Sounds like a door opened. That's everything in here. So we're going through the door that opened.
Better not be cursed.
We are in a dank crypt. Not super sure I want to engage in any combat before my character's rest. Alright, that's locked. That is open. I think I might actually, before we go any further, I might actually take them to camp and have them rest. You have enough camp supplies to restore all hit points and spell slots if you long rest. So the food I've been picking up goes into camp supply bags. Each of the companions has a little camp, except for the main character, which is a bit rude. She just sleeps by the fire. The main party will sleep by the fire for those cinematics. And if it has an exclamation mark, they have something specific they want to talk about, but it is good to talk to everyone every time you go to camp anyway. So I guess we'll start with Lae'zel, since she's specifically wanting to chat.
A monster forms inside us, and you think to be idle. I knew your kind to be fragile, but I didn't foresee the severity. Be quick about your rest. We must locate a crash.
We need to pace ourselves. Don't you know an exhausted warrior is an ineffective one?
A thick-headed notion in a complex circumstance. Do you suppose the parasites inside us dare to rest? That the Geich do not still pursue us with each peal of the bell? Take your rest. I will stand watch. Should a single tentacle split your skull, I will not hesitate to end you.
Great. You got anything else to say?
Chatter already? Tusky.
I'm gonna take that as a no, but let's go ahead. You look so unusual. Githyanki are rare in these parts.
I expect I am your first.
I know of Githyanki, but I've never met one.
Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake.
Come on now, it isn't that large.
Decadent, then. Lacking in economy. Like so much of this world and its undisciplined people.
Do you know much about mind flayers?
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
Do you know what happens if we don't find a cure?
Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born.
That sounds awful. How are you so calm?
Because I do not intend to let this happen. Not to me, and if you stick with me, not to you. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
You're worried because we haven't changed? This is good news.
Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
I think I will take her.
And my might is yours.
I'm actually going to
Ready
leave
for
Gale.
battle.
That's right, I haven't leveled her up yet. I can't choose anything for her, so we're just going straight fighter. Gale is lurking by the fire, so let's go have a chat to him.
Go to hell.
And a good evening to you too.
You're a good sport. Go to hell. An everyday expression. So trivial it's almost meaningless. But we've seen hell. It's real, and it isn't trivial.
What's on your mind, Gil?
Devils, dragons, mind flayers. They used to be abstracts, pictures on a piece of paper. What a difference a day makes. Now we have tadpoles slithering through our heads like carnivorous feti. That's not abstract.
What can I say but that you're right? We're in deep you-know-what.
Point well made. I see. I'll wake you bright and early. We'll need to find a healer before the wee one gets hungry.
Alright.
Do you mind? I'm brooding.
One thing I hate is that when they get changed into their camp clothes, if they've got blood on them, they don't wash it off.
Doing the rounds, are you? You'd better get some rest. What were you two talking about?
What do you mean?
You and that Githyanki.
No, you lost me. No idea what you're talking about.
Fine. Just don't expect my confidence if I don't have yours. And just to be clear, come daybreak, finding a healer is our first priority.
Let's not abandon all caution. This is unfamiliar territory.
Caution is a luxury we don't have. Let's rest and wake up at first light.
In terms of the blood, as we go through, we will be able to collect, like, soap and stuff.
There goes nothing.
And then you can actually have them wash up. But for now, we're kind of stuck. Alright, we have a ton of supply packs. I'm actually going to use them up first. The reason I've been collecting so many chests is so that we can sort this stuff. That one's got glasses in it. That's a mod. That's a mod. So it lets us choose different clothes that we can have them wear when they're in camp. So maybe I'll do that real quick. I've done one outfit just for her. So this is custom content just because that's why it's cheese. It also gives me an additional casting of Firebolt, which is cantrip, so it doesn't actually mean anything. And survival +1. I don't sort of like that. I get why they've done it, but the mod creator who's made these clothing sets has put minor spell effects on all of them, which, I mean, your mileage may vary, but I was trying to do this as a fairly vanilla run. But also I want the pretty clothes, so, you know. I'm just going to dye the gloves that she's wearing. I just realised they don't match. There we go. They're the same colour now. Alright, let's leave. Okay, Gale, we're going to leave you in charge of the campfire. Don't get into trouble. We're back in the dank crypt. So, we came in that door. This one is locked. This one has a big old suspicious tombstone in it.
Trap. Be cautious.
This is why I kept Astarion in the party. Right, Astarion. Let's just be careful, yeah? In theory, he can disarm these if he has the right equipment. Now let's put guidance on there.
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
Can we loot it? Uh-oh. Let's maybe get out of here, huh?
Move unseen.
When you trigger a trap, it goes into turn-based mode, so basically it works like combat, but it means that you have a chance to react before the world does its thing. That's why I was keen to get out. And that will just keep going forever. It's a bit of a mess. But we did get a key, so let's just punch out of that situation.
Let's see here.
And what was the weapon we picked up? A spear. I'm not sure I'll use that spear, to be honest, but that's alright. Hello! We have some dead dudes on the ground.
Subversive about their words that they commanded protection.
We'll just quickly loot these bodies.
Locked. As if that were enough to keep me out.
I mean, let's get Astarion to have a look, I guess, to start with, if there's a lock.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
Maybe I should have let Lezel. Search for an arcane rune to sabotage. This is not really his area of expertise, but we'll give him a hand. Oh, hey! Good job, Astarion. I should actually let the dice roll complete one time so you guys can see it.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
We'll examine the book more closely. Woo! Nice.
Gods. These are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the Second Sundering. The last three names in this book sit close together, but are so devastated by the scrawl as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
Can I not loot it? Like, surely we're taking it with us, right? We're not leaving it here. I might see if Shadowheart can get anything else from it, since she's our cleric. The names of dead gods, most of them unfamiliar and unpronounceable, fill the pages of this ancient tomb. Several entries on the last page have been stricken through. The final three, enough to be completely illegible. Oh, we will hang on to that. A soul coin, we'll send that to camp. Ooh, you should equip that, Shadowheart. That's actually better than what you're using.
Someone there?
Astarion, can you help me with this chest, please?
A crooked touch.
Alright, I'm gonna let this run. It's not a good roll. So that's what the full dice roll interaction looks like. That's why I usually skip it. But he has thieves' tools. This consumes a thieves' tool. And he can try again, basically. Nice. Natural 20. That was not worth it. I might take the chest too. I'm looking for something to keep food supplies in at camp, like a crate or something. I like to have a range of different types of chests for sorting.
On I go.
Switch to you, since you're...
Scribe of the dead. Didn't think anyone still worshipped him.
Good job. I assumed Shadowheart would be the one to make the roll, but no, it was our very own Hyacinth. So this is the original god of the dead, who was the scribe of the dead, you know, keeping lists of names and stuff. A la Grimm, and he was replaced by the dead three. So it's a safe bet that the three gods whose names were scribbled out in that other book were the dead three. I can see something on the wall over here.
What's that?
Uh-oh.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
Wonderful.
Let them come. The darkness can be to our advantage.
Alright, now Shadowheart is a cleric. Oh, they're not quite in range. I was going to say she can turn undead, so they'll run away. But not super helpful. Oh, we're in a silence bubble. Oh, I forgot to use Longstrider.
So much
Oops.
for peace.
Listen! Thou bandit-legged brindlehole!
Perfect. I might actually also cast this on probably Astarion, actually. He's quite squishy. Yeah, you run away and you run away. Can you get up there? Perfect. Oh my god, Lae'zel. What?
Into the shadows.
They didn't want to surrender their valuables, even after death.
I don't
Rising from the dead just to protect some dusty old baubles.
I mean, that's one way to interpret it. So what exactly is in here that they are trying to hide is the question.
A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
Also a chest, to be fair. Hey, neat, cool necklace. Let's put that on. Gives me the ability to speak with dead. Also, I did forget, and I'm gonna do it now. Alright, let's loot the richly adorned sarcophagus. I nearly pooped myself the first time I did this. Just so you know.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always.
Hi.
What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
So he has spoken? What he are you talking about?
An arbiter of certain matters. But that is not important now. Wilt thou answer my question?
Yes, ask away.
So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
No one life is worth more than any other. We're all equal.
In death, that is so. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Lae'zel has a dangerous look in her eyes. Let's just hope she reserves those impulses for any common foes.
I love that that's what she's choosing to focus on right this second.
Something the matter?
You really don't have anything to say about the guy that just came out of the sarcophagus? Do any of them?
I am enjoying the latest addition to our little group. Lae'zel is delightful. In a very look at me twice and I'll dismember you kind of way, of course.
Tell me about yourself.
To tell. I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Speak.
So they don't have anything to say about the skeleton or the mummy or whatever you want to call him. Here he is, just wandering around. His name is Withers.
We have nothing more to discuss. Continue on thy way.
Ooh,
as if I were not here. I must attend this place after so many years away. We will see each other again soon.
Seems you've read ahead in our little story.
The mechanics of fate would be difficult to explain to one such as thyself. Regardless, it will occur.
A very ominous skeleton. Alright. I was planning on exploring the room with this other sarcophagus in it with the fire. I forgot that touching the sarcophagus triggered the traps. I was actually hoping to loot in there as well, but I'm not willing to go back in and get exploded. I don't have a shovel.
Too tight. I'll need a shovel.
Do you remember there was one like lying around somewhere outside not too far from here, but I can't remember where, and I have this problem every single time I play this game. I forget where to get a shovel. You can buy one in the local settlement. Oh, here it is.
I hear shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
Alright, before we get involved in the shouting situation, I'm actually going to wrap this one up here because this has been quite a bit of recording, but I have also recorded some of the combats and stuff. Like, I'll obviously edit a lot of that out. So, I'm going to wrap this one up. I'd love to hear what you guys think. We met a creepy Withers entity with us. It is very strongly implied from all the books and stuff that we picked up that he may be related to Jurgle, who is the former god of death. Whether he's Jurgle himself, an avatar of Jurgle, chosen of Jurgle, is never really confirmed, but I'm not going to go into spoilers any more than that, but make your own mind up of what you think he is, but he's definitely Jurgle related. He goes by Withers these days though, so we shall choose to respect his new name. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and in the next part we'll deal with the shouting and we'll get to explore the local settlement, which is very exciting. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe, you know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.